This story opens with the sad truth that women's soccer in Japan was ruined, and no one was working for it, but a girl named Nozomi was playing with a ball in the snowy fall. Her teacher came and asked what she had decided for her future, and she said she wanted to join a boys' club in the higher school because she didn't find girls competitive. But her teacher said it was not fair. She had to make girls more and more competitive instead of leaving them. Furthermore, he told her the situations when she'd play with boys, her body would be tortured, but the opposite, when she'd play with girls, she'd enjoy it with all her heart. He told her to make the girls' soccer #1 in the world again and got motivated, and his words were making her build her mind for the girls' soccer. Now it was the entrance ceremony, and she was going with Sawa. They both were excited about their soccer careers and met with Tetsuji and Kaoru. Nozomi told them that she'd never be playing with them, but they started playing with her, and when she tried to argue that it was cheating, they said she'd never got right in the girls' soccer, and Sawa told them they'd be late, and they ran. The ceremony started and everyone was enjoying it except Nozomi. Sawa took her after school to the grounds and they saw the girls playing soccer. Now 1 year ago, Suwa was playing soccer, and she was swift and stood about to the goal, but Midori ruined it, and her team was very happy. Suwa's team tried to blame her, but Midori said it was their mistake that they were slow and had not helped Suwa, and she left. Midori was known for Suwa's extraordinary talent and Midori was sad for her. Now Suwa was practicing and some girls tried to ask for practice. She refused for the first time but agreed afterwards. She was reading about Midori's winning, and she was seriously furious, but Midori came, and she tried to console her and asked to watch the match between Urawa and Warabi. Suwa got excited and went to see it. The girls were playing significantly, and Urawa's team won. Warabi's were very weak, and Tace was their teammate. She tried to ask her team about practice for longer, but they said they didn't have to waste their energy because of their useless coach, and they all left. Tace was sad and Midori and Suwa were talking about her when Urawa's team members came to them. They also said that Tace was one of the members who was trying her best. Their team came, and when they were about to leave, Hosei told them to join their team when they went to high school. Tace was playing alone, and she was crying. Midori said she was more like Suwa, and Suwa started thinking about her loneliness and how many difficulties she had to face. But Midori said she'd make a team with her and pass to her whatever the scene would be. Now they talked a bit more and Suwa was impressed by her. The next day they joined the Warabi team, and their coach Fukatsu introduced himself. Midori was angry with Suwa. Why did they choose this team? Tace was surprised to see Midori there, and Suwa was sympathetic to Tace. Now their coach told them about the match they were about to play and told them the rules. Girls including Midori were stressed. The match started and this team was a total stress for Midori, but she decided to give her 100%, so started playing. She passed the ball to Suwa, and she was swift. She goaded in. Midori was happy for choosing her over the Urawa team. Midori was hopeful for a good soccer career. Sawa was also happy to see such good players in their team, and the same was true with Nozomi. They again started playing and Fukatsu was judging them. Suwa was losing because she got a black memory, but suddenly Nozomi took the ball from her opponent and Suwa decided to protect her. They made a goal with teamwork, and the girl named Aya who made it had a big ego and started praising herself. Midori was stressed to see such a rubbish girl, but Aya had no issues with that. Nozomi and Suwa were talking and Nozomi said soccer was interesting when everyone played it together, and they high-fived. Now after the school, everyone was enjoying, and in the principal's office Nomi was sitting, and the principal was thankful for her coming to coach her juniors. But she was the one who was more thankful because she wanted a bright future for girls soccer, and now Aya was still as dumb as always, and the other girls were also in their usual mood. Nomi was shocked to see such an environment. Even their coach had no interest in them and was busy reading the horse riding magazine. Suddenly Nozomi came to her and didn't recognize her, and Nomi got angry. Now she introduced herself and everyone was surprised to see her. They were talking about her skills and career. Nomi told them that she'd schedule a match with the team of the other school, and for that, they had to practice. They started playing, but whenever they made a mistake, she punished them, and at least they got anxious and yelled at Nozomi because she was the only reason for their punishments, and Nomi stopped them. She took them to her family restaurant, and they were amazed to eat the meal. Nomi's mother was also happy to see the young girls there, and Aya was somewhere. Nomi was thinking of making it a pro team, and she was interested in Nozomi. Suddenly our dumb heroine came and said she came straightforwardly, but that was a lie sadly. After all that, when they were returning, Nozomi was scared, but they were hopeful for their good times. The next day they went to the other school for the match, and everyone was surprised because it was the team who had won many matches and it was a pro team. Even their coach was a proud bee. Nomi met with Washizu. They started talking. They both were pleased to see each other. Both started a cold fight. Midori also found her friend there, but she didn't want to talk, and her friend had to leave because of her teammates, and her teammates also knew Midori. Tetsuji and Kaoru also came to watch Nozomi playing, and she was not interested in them. Urawa team girls also came to examine Warabi's team play. Now Washizu told his team to line up and said if they'd never made 10 goals in a line then he'd never let them play in any of the next matches and they had to defeat the Warabi team at any cost. His team was ready for that, and our team was also ready with their cameraman Sawa. The match started, and Nomi was happy with the strategy of her team. But Washizu thought that it was just a child trick to start the game because his team was way more talented than any other team. But our team failed to score a goal and Aya was angry about her loss. Nomi was also stressed, and our team was frustrated because their number 10 was super. Now the other team remembered the warning of Washizu and Ito and Mao decided to nail it. The match started, and Mao was blocking Suwa. Mao scored a goal, and everyone was impressed because it was outstanding. Midori was also angry and Fukatsu stood up. He started talking with Nomi that they'd be destroyed. And Nomi said she wanted to get destroyed because her team had to know their weakness. Everyone was focused on the match and our teams were stressed, but Washizu was proud because the stupid blocking tricks were nothing for his team and that was a fact. His team again scored a goal, and our girls were inspired by them. Their number 10 Ito was amazingly super. Nomi was also sure about her plan and Fukatsu asked if she had an association for girls support in soccer or if she could see a bright future for her girls in it. Nomi was sad on that point, but our team was playing fully focused. But they had no future according to Fukatsu. Now it was a break in Washizu's team had scored 7 goals and Narawa's girl made fun of Midori and left. Now Midori was looking at everyone and all of them were busy with their kinds of stuff and Nozomi was also hoping for the best future. Now it was time for the second half, and everyone had taken their places, but Nozomi's eyes were filled with the thriller moves of the other team and she went to Midori. She asked her to pass the ball to her and she was fired up. But Midori was not sure about her skills. Now the match started and Nozomi got the chance and remembered her coach and said she was ready to play for girls soccer. The ball was moving and when she got it, she was amazing and everyone was watching her. She passed the ball to Aya and when she hit it was blocked. Nozomi was angry and Sawa was happy. But the other team scored the goals and reached their target of 10. But Nozomi was fully hopeful for the goal and Midori tried to argue with the other team. But she didn't understand what Midori said. Fukatsu and Nomi were also talking about Nozomi. And she again got the ball, but Aya again ruined the chance of the goal. Now everything was going very well, and Nomi was also hopeful for a goal this time because Nozomi passed the ball to Midori, and she passed it to Suwa, but Suwa got blocked by Mao. Mao said they wanted to win with a clean sheet otherwise their coach would never let them play nationals, but Suwa ignored her. Now Nomi was thinking that Nozomi wasn't that present during the practice but now she was very active because she was playing viciously. Even Washizu was also thinking that Nozomi took all of his attention. And she was very absent during the first half but now she was not just playing but also passing the ball to her teammates and was doing a work hard which made her the point of his attention which was a big deal. But Suwa wasn't playing well so Midori and Nozomi went to her and asked if she was alright. Nozomi even yelled at her, but she was not concerning. Suwa told her to leave this match and they got the opportunity to defeat them in any other match. But Nozomi was determined. Suwa was tired and she talked with Mao, and she insulted her. But Suwa got angry and stood up and said she'd show herself to her now. The turn started and the ball was in our favor. Suwa was also very thriller, and everyone was counting on her but when Suwa passed the ball to Midori she didn't score a goal. Everything was messed up. Washizu's team was doing great. Nomi had also accepted the defeat and time was also short. But Washizu's team still wanted to play, and our team was also not going to fail it. So, with all of their stamina, Suwa got the ball with hinders but she moved the ball and Nozomi got it. Nozomi also got the hinders but she was moving her body like wind, and everyone was shocked when she goaled it. Let the opportunity to get stolen. Subscribe the channel to get latest updates.